Welcome back, everybody. I'm back today with some EIDL updates on the grants, the loans, and of course the loan increases. Is $2 million in our near future? We're going to talk about that here. And I have some more updates around the tax problems that many of us are facing right now who are receiving zeros on their transcripts. Plus, we have an update on the status, the whole list of P1 and P2 Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 who are still waiting on their targeted advance grants and their supplemental advance grants. So share this video with everybody you know who's inside the EIDL grant or loan program because there's a lot of great information contained inside, so let's get you all caught up. Welcome back, everybody. I am back today with some updates on the EIDL, the grants and the loan programs. I have some updates around the tax amendment information, status of P1 and P2, and then a few reminders as to what we should see here in the near future with the EIDL program, some timelines that I want to talk about. And by the way, if you have not yet met me, my name is Edward Bilder. I'm a financial educator and I typically teach on strategies on how to fill your pockets, starting wealth with just nothing, $0. And later today around 4 Eastern Standard Time, I will have a video out on affiliate marketing through investment platforms like Webull, BlockFi, M1 Finance, and Robinhood, and show you a 30-day challenge where you could grab yourself a few extra $1,000 a month without having to reinvest any additional funding into it, just through affiliate marketing on your Facebook. So tune in later. You're not going to want to miss that 30-day challenge. I'm going to start off with some reminders around the EIDL updates and the grants because so many are asking, can we speed this process up by any chance? 8 weeks, 10 weeks is too long for me to wait. And of course, if you have no issues with your loan increase process and you get assigned a loan officer right away, this could be done as fast as in 3 weeks. Remember to have all your information like your hazard insurance, your tax information, and of course copies of your front and your back of your driver's license, and you may need a board resolution if you're operating an LLC or a corporation. However, if you have all that information, you can get it submitted into the SBA. You get yourself on the easy street getting it done within 3 weeks. If you are stuck in delays and you have to go back and forth with some communications, of course this could take longer, up to about 10 weeks. Now, is $2 million in our near future? The answer is possibly, okay? I announced this here 2 days ago on the channel. The SBA right now is collecting data to try and determine how many applicants they're seeing in that upper tier that is eligible for loans that are higher than $500,000 that reach the 2 million status. And of course, so many of you out there ask, boy, I actually qualify for higher than $500,000. When are they going to open these loans up for new applicants that could go from 500 all the way up to 2 million? The answer is it's coming up here in our very near future, possibly in July. And of course, the SBA is going to allow the data to lead them to make that decision. So if you are applying right now and you're trying to decide, you're on the fence, I would recommend, and this is my own personal recommendation, you could do whatever your CPA or whatever's best for your business, but I would recommend that you go ahead and apply so that you get yourself into that data pool, demonstrating that you qualify for 500 or greater, and let the SBA make that decision to open up the loan increases for more applicants. Now, it does still look like it'll be based on 24 months. However, you will get yourself that additional loan increase. The SBA will have to create an additional process for you to go back in for the loan increase later on where you could gain the rest of that funding, all right? So stay tuned to all the updates on that as well. Now I'm going to shift over to the P1 and the P applicants for the targeted advance grants and the supplemental advance grants. Stay tuned for that tax information. It will be coming up just next. But I have really growing concerns around how many applicants are messaging me right now, viewers that are tuning into the channel, messaging me on YouTube and on my Instagram right now. I have a total list number of 6,337 applicants who are still waiting on their targeted advance grant and their supplemental advance grant. So I will be sending this list out tomorrow morning, Saturday a.m., to our favorite congressmen and women to ask them the question, why have these individuals been forgotten about? Why are these small businesses still waiting on their targeted advance grants and their supplemental advance grants? And I say the words forgotten about because nearly 60% of you are from a P1, that's priority 1, and you have filed your application back in February when it first reached you, and you are still waiting in the status, waiting in the queue to receive your $10,000 or the balance thereof. Now, the majority is also saying that they received about $1,000, only the $1,000 as the original advance. So if I calculate this out, it's approximately $57 million of applicants that are tuning into this channel each and every day who message me on Instagram and message me right here on the channel that are still waiting on their funding. And I ask, why are we still waiting and why are we opening this up to the new applicants if we have not finished priorities 1 and 2 as it's intended in the law. That's priorities 1 is everybody who received some portion of the grant, whether it was $1,000 up to $9,000, and priorities 2 is everybody who applied for the grant after the funding ran out, however, before December 27th of 2020. Nearly 2 million of us out there qualify, and we know that they've only processed approximately 130,000 applicants for the tune of $1 billion, and they're scratching their head saying, yeah, we don't really have too many applicants, so we should open this up to more eligible applicants. So I'm calling out to all viewers, continue to post here on the channel. I will refresh this list one more time in the AM before I send it. So let me know if you are inside of priorities 1 or priorities 2 and you're still waiting on your targeted advanced grant. You're getting crickets from the SBA. You could also tune in and message me on my Instagram, found in the description. I actually have a tool where I extract all that data. It makes it a little bit easier. I pull all that data out of Instagram and just filter it through and get this thing done, build this list for everybody. So keep the list coming, and I thank you all in advance. Okay, as promised, I'm going to shift into the tax information, and I thank you so much to everybody who commented here on the channel because you have actually taught me something this time. I was unaware of this, but let me give you some updates on the tax returns and the transcripts showing up with all zeros. I'm hearing more feedback from the viewers here that many of you filed in 2019 placing a 0 on your taxes so you could simply get in line for these stimulus checks. Now, we may have created our own problem and our own bottlenecks here, and I could fully understand why we did this, that you would then later go back in and amend this as your taxes were ready and prepared to be submitted to the IRS, but of course you were really needing that stimulus check. Completely understand why we do that. I don't know where we learned to do that, but you are stuck in this 0 scenario right now. And of course, it will always show up as zeros. I'm not clear when or how the IRS could ever amend that 0 out. So let's talk about why this is presenting a problem. The 4506T is a required document for the grants and the loans and the loan increases. And I'm waiting on a response from the SBA that could tell us and lead us in a direction as to what we should possibly do here in this scenario. Now, I do have feedback from loan officers, from all the viewers here, that they are accepting stamped copies of your IRS documentation. To get that stamp, you have to go to an IRS office, say, here are my taxes, and they stamp it, and then they put a little date on it, and then you take a copy of that back with you and send it to the IRS. They're also accepting the e-file receipts as a technique to demonstrate that your taxes have been filed and what the date was. And last here, Cpa endorsements. Basically, if you have a certified public accountant do your taxes, they can endorse this. Not all CPAs are willing to do this because it has to mean that they are assuming part of that liability. Of course, they're certified public accountants, so they should be assuming some of that liability, but I don't know how your insurances are set up with them. So check with your CPA to see if they are willing to use a letterhead and send the taxes off to the SBA to demonstrate that this is what they've submitted for you and that they are a certified public accountant. Okay, now that that has passed, please leave a comment here below if you are also stuck in this scenario where you're getting all zeros coming back on your tax transcript. And please let us know if a loan officer suggested a path for you to advance in the loan increase, the loans, or of course the targeted or supplemental advance grants. I thank you so much in advance. And please, I also want to call out to all the viewers to let me know what types of businesses you're also involved in so that we could hear a little piece of your life as well. Remember, I'm always looking for new partners and investors in my BNBs. You can message me in the comments if you'd like to hear more about those opportunities and expand your business and your current revenue streams. Or if you'd like to do this on your own, you can check out my crash course found in the description on Airbnb. I have a $75 off coupon right now. That's 75OFF. And don't forget to tune in later today where I'm going to walk us through a 30-day challenge on some of the top investing platforms where you could gain yourself a few extra $1,000 simply through affiliate marketing. It's so easy to do and you never have to show your face. Use your social media to get this done and grab yourself a few extra $1,000 every month. I wish you all the best. That's going to do it for today, folks. If you need further assistance outside my free content found right here on YouTube, you can find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. Just click the link and you can set up a phone call with me. I wish you all the best and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.